Hello, my name is Edward Thompson. I'm not a magician, not a guru, not some kind of spiritual healer. Most of my life I struggled with stuttering, and my biggest dream was to get rid of it once and for all. To be honest, I had no idea what it feels like to talk without stuttering. I've got some good news for you. Stuttering can be eliminated completely. I did it when I was 41, and I've been speaking fluently for over 7 years now. And during this time, I've had no hint of any deterioration in my speech. I have been stuttering since early childhood. Words that start with H, S and T were giving me a hard time to pronounce even if I was on my own. I underwent several treatments by speech therapists and different kinds of healers. Later on, I tried alternative methods by myself. Sadly, there was hardly any effect from those despite promises of 100% success. Some treatments brought short-term improvements, but then the fluency of speech rapidly declined to the original level, followed by frustration and anger. I know very well what it's like to live with stuttering. Phone calls were a disaster. I would rather travel from the other side of town and settle an issue on the spot than make a simple call. Career development was impossible because I had to turn down most of the proposed promotions. How much damage does stuttering do to your life? Do you do the job you want to do, or do you have to adjust to the stuttering? Can you speak publicly without difficulty? Do you often hold back from communication, believing it better to stay silent? Are your dreams and ambitions limited because of stuttering? If any of this is true for you, then maybe it's time to get your act together and solve the problem once and for all. From the vast sea of information on this topic, I've been able to formulate a method that's fundamentally different from those currently being used to treat stuttering. The method achieves what others fail to address. It finds and fixes the cause of stuttering. As a result of using this method, I've been able to start speaking as if I'd never stuttered. But more importantly, this fluency has remained stable over the years despite the various stressful situations I've found myself in. Not only have I eradicated my stuttering, but I've also formulated my findings into a unique and transferable method which you can start using straight away. You will notice the first signs of improvement after just a few lessons. The most important advantage of my method is that you can eliminate stuttering without having to leave home. The natural method for curing stuttering eliminates the cause of the problem by a way which is built into every human being. It's a fairly straightforward method, and you'll be able to do it. You just don't know how yet. There are several factors which support your stuttering, and these need to be fixed in order to solve the problem. For example, I'm sure that you felt the emotion of fear is directly related to your stuttering. This is true. Fear and nervousness are the main triggers. They form a vicious circle which experts call positive feedback. The more a person is afraid of stuttering, the more he or she stutters. Continually feeling such negative emotions, the person gradually becomes actually afraid of speaking. Speech exercises are not effective enough to break this cycle. Actually, the way a person tries to overcome stuttering in everyday life provokes more stuttering in itself. It became clear that what worked for me could be used to help others. Try to put yourself in my shoes. You can imagine how I feel. It's an absolute pleasure to help others get rid of their stuttering when you know what it's like and when you know that it can be beaten. I've perfected my method and written a small guide on how to eradicate stuttering, and you can get it by subscribing for the course. So, why am I helping people to cure stuttering? Because I like my job and I really enjoy guiding people in their quest to solve a problem which has poisoned their life for years. The method has already been used successfully to cure stuttering in more than 50 people, and I'm sure it will definitely help you.